Look who's in Columbus. Toledo's Jerry Easter on his official visit to Ohio State hoops while Iowa visits the Shoe. First drive for the third-ranked Buckeyes right down the field. Will Howard finds Emeka Egbuka 7-0, but those are the only points in the first half. Central Catholic grad Jalen Watson makes the trip with Iowa. His second collegiate game, gets in on special teams and defense, records 2 tackles. Third quarter, OSU ball first, and after a Jeremiah Smith catch gets them to the 3, back to the freshman. Another spectacular one-handed grab. 14-zip, and then Iowa self-destructs, much to the delight of the Buckeye faithful. OSU ball deep in Hawkeye territory after a fumble. Howard keeps it for 6. The QB with 10 carries for 28 yards in that score. After another Iowa turnover, Buckeyes at the 15. Egbuka hauls in his second of 3 touchdowns. Ohio State scores the first 35 points of the game. Former Michigan quarterback Cade McNamara with 3 turnovers. OSU wins 35-7. And as Mark Kuntz reports, after struggling in the first half, the Buckeyes came out of the locker room a different team.
Turnovers the difference in the Ohio State victory over Iowa. In the second quarter, Buckeyes twice gave Iowa the ball, but the Hawkeyes could not capitalize. While in the second half, Ohio State took 3 Iowa turnovers and turned that into 21 points.
That was good to see. You know, not that you like to see those kind of things, but it is good to face a little bit of adversity and see how our team responds, and so all things we can learn from.
It kind of Coach Day was hitting on a little bit, but you know, we weren't moving the ball bad. We were actually moving the ball pretty efficiently. It was just the turnovers that really killed us, and that was part of our game plan coming into this. You can't really have those turnovers, especially since the team against a team like Iowa who's going to chew the clock and try to, you know, play a physical brand of football. So the fumble and the interception definitely hurt us in the first half. I think we probably would have capped off those drives with touchdowns. So kind of what you saw in the second half was the result of taking better care of the ball and not necessarily turning it over as much.
You know, I want to be safe with the ball in my decision making. I'd like to hang my hat on that, and you know, it's just like, but at the end of the day, man, like, you just got to flush it and move on, and you can't dwell on it too long in the moment.
Earlier this week, Ohio State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles said he'd be satisfied if Ohio State held an opponent scoreless, under 100 yards rushing, forced 4 turnovers, and took 2 of those into touchdowns. Well, through 3 quarters, it looked like the Buckeyes would be able to meet each of those goals. Ended up falling a little bit short, giving up their first second-half points all season long. But all told, this Ohio State Silver Bullet defense pleased with their performance against a physical Hawkeye team.
You know, we knew they were going to be a good team coming in here. They're going to run their stuff, and they're, you know, veteran, older group of guys. So, you know, we love going against teams like that that want to run the ball and challenge our manhood. So we were ready, and I thought we did a great job.
I mean, this gives us a lot of confidence. We were already confident in ourselves, so this kind of just established even more. So every week we're just getting better.
And on a Saturday full of upsets, Ohio State able to avoid it with a dominating victory over the Hawkeyes. And now they fully turn their focus on next week's top 10 showdown at Oregon.
We didn't dare look ahead. We didn't dare overlook this team because we knew that they got after a lot of people. I believe no one's had above 100 rushing yards of them all season. So we knew that that was something we wanted to get in. We wanted to be able to establish the run and try to get after it. But, you know, it's executed well. Now we're on to the next one.
In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.